Hello YouTube, fellow gamers. This is Mick Stardust. I've decided, because I was recording earlier today, I did quite a bit on my Let's Play playlist, and apparently I forgot to turn my recording program on. So I'm doing this now. That is, I'm not doing any building actually. This is work that I did the day after, or maybe 2 days after, I made my original Luxury Towers 2.0 video. So this is where I'm at right now. Basically, this tower here, it still needs to be connected and everything. I was originally planning on some type of a statue here in the middle, but then I decided it would look really nice if I ran the elevator shaft right up the middle and had it all made out of glass and on the outside. So I think what I'm going to do here is some type of like a I don't know what you call the support structure on the outside of a castle, maybe a flying buttress, gables. I'm not entirely sure what you call that. So I put a roof on, and I feel like it's coming along kind of nicely. Alright, so we've got decided, essentially, for those who have been following along, I added on the second floor. And then I've also decided that, for the most part, the apartments are going to be roughly about this large on the inside. It's a little bit larger than what we had going on in the last apartment building, and I've got enough room over here to be able to connect all of the power grid and everything like that in this little dead space. So I was considering doing a rooftop terrace balcony type thing over there, kind of going with the Naboo theme, but it couldn't exactly find a way I was happy with to incorporate that into the design. So I'm thinking about I'm thinking about doing that over here. And this area here, I'm thinking it's also going to be more apartments. I could probably, with this square footage here, this is the center, I could probably get away with making maybe slightly smaller or double-story apartments. I just got to get a floor in and start running out the floor from those levels so I can kind of eyeball it. You know, like I said, I'm just making it all up as I go. So we've got this little terrace over here. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about, trying to incorporate into that tower design, except I want to kind of V it, but I don't know if they're going to be at an angle. Maybe they should all be at angles. I don't know. These are things I don't know. I never studied architecture or anything like that. You know, I mean, I've worked on and off as a carpenter in my life. So we've got two entrances. Essentially, this is going to be the main entrance. Alright, everybody will be able to walk in here where they come into the, I don't know, Grand Hall, right? So through here, they'll be able to come into here. I've decided to make this little observatory room here the main office. And what I'm going to do is above it have a little rooftop garden that maybe you can access for a lounge waiting room, or maybe even attach something on the second floor to give access to that. I don't know. I haven't thought about it much yet, but there'll be something there. So down the hallway over here with the lobby, this is what we've decided to go with for the look of the interior. A lot of water and these rugs, because I find that the contrast with the yellow and the black adds a little bit more depth to the feel of the room without actually having to add anything into it. So the plan is essentially, for the sake of having more going on in the scene, whoops, look for dirt. Isn't it usually the first thing? There it is. For the sake of having more going on in this scene here, we're going to add in these little flower pots. And I'm going to put in, I don't know, there's so many flowers that things add in, like those 2 tall rose bushes, but those are vanilla. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as it kind of contrasts with the wall, and then it'll stand out more, not just blend into the black background and look flat. So this is our little lobby wishing well fountain type deal. I think it's nice. It complements the elevator there without taking up too much room or getting in the way of much. And we've put in an underground parking garage, which we're in the process of working on. So this is going to be a 2-level parking garage, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to keep people's security on their automobiles, if they have any, inside of the game. I'm thinking that the easiest thing to do would be to make a simple redstone circuit using a security keypad as an activator switch on there. I'm pretty sure, because they'll open a door, I'm pretty sure that they'll emit a signal. So the question that is remaining is, when you hit the keypad, it works like a button, and it will turn on and will turn off instantly. So now I know that we could probably hook that up with an OR switch, so that way it will remain on until somebody comes out and hits the button or something like that, for example. So maybe if what we do is something, put like up here, there would be the latch. We'd have pistons in the wall and in the ceiling to make it kind of like a garage door opening. Alright, and then you drive your car in here, the door stays open, you come back out, and then you hit the keypad again, and that should alter the state of that OR switch. So I think that that'll work. And then we can bring everybody will have their own little parking garage inside of the garage that's in the building, and that'll have direct elevator access over here to get inside. Because the plan is essentially that when you come in here, there's going to be an NPC over here, and that gate goes up. So now you can't sneak in here. I'm not gonna put that mod in that will let you get to the size of 1 block for this purpose, as a matter of fact. Alright, because using these tools that we have here, areas that are claimed won't be able to be affected by explosions and all of that. So what I've seen in other videos where people were explaining the JavaScript for NPCs to interact with redstone, essentially they damage the switch, and that changes the state of it. So they'll detect what state the mob is functioning in, the NPC, and whether they have permission to turn the switch on or off at that time. And then what they'll do is, if the switch goes down, they'll say something like, hey, don't touch that, and they'll automatically flip it back up. Simple redstone circuit here, operating that. Yeah, let's just go back up here, guy. Come on. Now I have to get another lever. I don't know what happened to it. Excuse me 1 second. Where's my search? Oh, you know what? It's because we're in... Alright, it's because... There we are. Alright. So, put this back on. Yeah, and there it goes. Now, can I put it there? No, I didn't think so. It's too far. I might wind up making this room a little bit larger, just so that way people can't touch it, and then I'll find a way to path the NPC to the switch and back when you come into the gate, and show him your I don't know, proof of residency card or something. We'll call it a green card for now. I don't know what else. Your ID or vehicle tag or something. So essentially, right, we've got 2 vestibules here, and this is going to be the tenant entry only. So this little wall here, kind of encompassing the area where this circus is here in the center, is going to be filled in, and this will be inaccessible from this door. So this will be the public door where anybody will be able to come in, and this door again is going to require a special key card that only residents will have, because this is going to be the beach area, you know. So instead of trying to make maximum security walls and figure out every possible way people can sneak into the beach resort area, we're just going to restrict entry to the building at this point and at that point. So that'll be the only way you'll be able to get into the building, and this, like I said, will be accessible to anyone who feels like they want to come and talk to the landlord NPC down here to see if there's any available apartments. This bottom floor here, this might just be some kind of pretty little garden, or maybe security office or something like that. I don't know. You know, like I said, I'm just kind of making it up as I go. So that's pretty much where we're at here. I've learned a little bit, just testing floor heights and everything like that to make sure that it's right. I've learned a little bit about these... Oh, I deleted the whole area. I learned a little bit more about industrial crafts power generators, which was a fun little experiment. It actually really makes me want to jump back into my single player game. In this area here, I really have absolutely no idea what to do. These towers that go up to the top, I'll figure something out besides just making them elevators, because I feel like that'll just be really boring and kind of pointless to have these here. But yeah, this was walls actually, and my one brother suggested, well, not walls but bricks. He suggested to make it into walls, and I feel like that worked out really nicely actually on the top, because you can see down more and everything like that. I don't know, the whole idea here is just kind of having a little scene for people to role play at, really, besides just looking cool on the building. I think that looks really nice. I don't really know what to do with these towers though. What I was thinking was to build another expansion out this way, make it like this wing that I added over here, but coming out this way, and perhaps putting another tower over here and making a bridge over there. But I'm just not sure. A little dome's not going to be in the way, but I'm not exactly sure how that'll look incorporated with everything into the end. Maybe I can just move this up there and then just kind of do something else here altogether. I don't know, maybe somebody's got a suggestion. So anyway, this is definitely taller and has more space for apartments on the inside than the last building. And more or less, for the most part, every apartment's going to kind of have the same square footage, even if I got to go out and count them tile by tile. I'm going to definitely, obviously, have some penthouse apartments at the top. It's like a presidential suite or something like that at the top. I think at the moment this is more than 100 blocks high. Let me check. It says that we're at 179. So if I jump all the way down to the bottom, we are over 100 blocks tall. So that's kind of nice. I like that. Gives a lot of room with space of 4 for rooms, 1 for the floor. Let me go over here. Let me just give a rough estimate on what we got going on over here. Let's see. We've got a ceiling, 1, 2, the top of the wall, 3, 4, 5. The border. Okay, so each floor is going to be 5, 6 plus a crawl space. 7 total. So at 179, we'll easily be able to fit in 20 or so floors. That'll be nice. Give a lot of people access to the city. I'm also thinking about making, for in-game purposes, more lower budget, quote-unquote budget there for smaller apartments within the city, and easily duplicated run-of-the-mill generic looking buildings, like maybe bars on the window or something like that. It looks like you're in a simple city house. Just kind of anything. They don't have to be big even, but yeah, anyway, you get the idea. I mean, they'd be larger than that, but just simple stuff. So yeah, that's about it. I haven't done a lot of work on the server map because I've been working a lot on the Let's Plays. I've been getting really into the blood magic, and unfortunately everything that I did today kind of forgot to save. Kind of kicking myself in the butt over that. So anyway, thanks for checking out the towers, and I'll see you guys next time.